did not do that strong enough. Oh God. That's kind of the day that I'm having in a way. So, but anyway,
not strong enough.
Yeah, not strong enough. The Boy Genius song, maybe. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am Brenda, your professional fangirl of console dragon video games. As always, I am drinking water out of my Stanley mug because, again, I am enjoying my lead still, but also as big as my face, and oh boy, I need it. Not donning any cute merch, although this is a throwback, but I don't know if anyone's familiar with Minecraft, but also donning the merch of, obviously, Monet Exchange and Bob the Drag Queen of Sibling Rivalry. Drag her, say their names, because I have to.
And hi, I'm River, your Brazilian correspondent here on the Cup, and today I'm drinking some water out of my Hello Kitty mug because it matches my shirt.
Oh, cute. Also, it's so odd that it's just the two of us today, which honestly, like, work because
First time, hey.
Yeah, first time for everything, and I love it. So we got lip syncs to talk about, and okay. I know we talked about it before we started, but did you think this felt rushed?
I mean, a little bit, because kind of like everything that is like in between the lip syncs is kind of like just filler, so it kind of feels like it's not enough happened. You know what I mean? Because there's not much that happens also like before they get to the challenge, and we usually have like something that happens in the workroom besides the challenge that is like interesting or worth talking about.
Yeah.
And then today we kind of don't, because the only thing that they really did in the workroom was like pick the teams and then sort out like the songs, and that was basically just it.
Yeah, well, we'll dive into everything, but before we do, please make sure to like and subscribe, because we are covering all things drag, and it's covering a bit because we're in the heat of now DragRace 17 coming up. Also, I forgot to mention Cup Mug because gotta include it. Laundry creations at .etsy.com. I know Canada has their postal strike right now, so there are some excuses. So also, there's also access to our Patreon, where access to most of our look over here. We won't have one this episode because we just have to talk about the lip sync. So okay, so we go back into the workroom. Terra Nova's gone. Still sad. And then we get a confessional from Perla saying that she felt guilty because she wished that she picked her. So the fact that the golden beaver is back, which I love so much, but also it's
I love it.
Yeah. It just feels like they are again, they're taking their own version of everything and taking everything like to a T, and I love it. But I don't know if it's like the way that it was edited or also how I mean, again, how the delivery was, but I didn't mind it at all. But did you think this exchange was a little heated between
Xana and Uma?
I was more thinking Minnie. I was more thinking Minnie.
Oh, with Minnie. Oh, because who was it that thought she was gonna be in the bottom instead of the top? Was it Xana?
Maybe, I think.
I don't remember who it was. Oh no, it was Sanjina. I think
it was Sanjina.
Sanjina thought that Minnie was gonna be in the bottom instead of the top, and like that's fine because it's just like her perspective of how the challenge went. Like, it's okay to think that, but don't be like shocked or like make a big thing out of it, like in front of the other person. You know what I mean? But I didn't see it as heated or serious, just like a little shady.
A little shady, yeah. Like you can tell, and you can tell Minnie was like, I won't say like it didn't seem come off it, but like it felt like to me, but like a little defensive. But I can see why, like obviously, like Sanjina tried to come for her, but it was like, yeah.
But the reason that Sanjina kind of didn't or thought she was going to be in the bottom is because Sanjina didn't get the juice box reference. Like, that's kind of on you then.
That is That is kind of on you.
So
Like, how do you not know the juice box reference?
iconic. Like, how do you not
Justice for
know your
juice box.
history? Oh,
Justice for juice box.
yes.
And then yes, with also Xana and Uma, that was something. as well.
Pointed.
Pointed.
It was pointed. Mm-hmm. But I
Honestly,
kind of lived, you know. I'm living for
live.
Xana. Every episode, I'm falling in love with her more and more. Like the bluntness, because she's not like mean, but she is a little bit antagonistic, but not in like a
Not in a bad way, which like
yeah, exactly.
it's so weird to think about because like when of course when we think back to like how antagonizing like the earlier
Mm-hmm.
seasons were, I was like, is it kind of giving that? But
Is
honestly,
she the
like if
drama?
yeah,
Mm-hmm. She maybe.
yeah, but that didn't seem very like on end of that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's I mean
I
it's
feel
okay.
like Uma took it lightly. You know, like I didn't feel like it was that serious. It was maybe she was just like taken off guard because she wasn't expecting that. But I don't think any of them like believe that they have beef over that. I think it was just like a momentary.
It didn't seem like beef because like I always think back to like from last episode when Xana told Uma, did you label that just to keep track? Which honestly I like the like upfront of it all because one, how can you expect like how do you make sure you're on track to everything to make sure that everything was okay? So
they're just like very different. They have very different personalities and just energies in overall, like very polar from each other. So I feel like maybe it's just that. It's just like their differences are showing, but I don't think it's that serious. It's just it's interesting to watch. It's entertaining.
No, which I love.
Yeah.
So it's the next day. We get a room message, but it doesn't explain what this was. And then we get Tracy coming in instead, and then go straight to into and saying like, oh yeah, this maxi challenge, we're bringing the Slay-Offs back, but in teams.
I loved this format. I want to see it again. It was interesting. It added like more. I loved it. Obsessed.
It kind of added.
Canada always bringing like the cool new stuff.
Yeah, it kind of added stakes because like the fact that it was teams and then they have to they have to like face each other off with that way. I was just like, oh, okay.
And it's a lot of strategy involved in like who you pick for your team and why. And then you think of like, because they kind of know what the songs are because they have been preparing. It's songs that are on the iPod, so they kind of have an idea. So like it involves a lot of strategy, and then it's a good way for us, the audience, to see how each queen like plays the game and how their mind works and all of that. So I really love this new element.
Yeah, and I love how when they were picking teams, so Virgo and Perla were team captains because they were the challenge winners. But after they picked, that person that they picks the next person. Now,
oh my god! See, I'm saying this is interesting. It was a gag. It was it worked.
No,
I want to see this again.
No,
this was one
because
of my favorite challenges. Period. Like the prom.
No, literally. I was gagged when I was like, oh, that's how they're doing this, and perfectly because like you can tell each person was trying to strategize on who they wanted on their team. And
like when you are the first person to pick, you just think of everyone. But like when each team already has like 2 or 3 people, and then you're picking, you have to look at who is already on your team, who is already on the other team. Like, do you want 2 people that have the same style of lip sync, or do you want variety? Like, there's so many elements. I love it.
And what I was like a little worried about, and I was hoping this wasn't going to happen, and thank God it didn't. Like, I was hoping that Xana and Tiffany were not in the same team, because
Oh,
like if they were, then I felt like things were going to clash, and it kind of like helped in a way for them.
because they're friends. That you think that
Yes.
production was gonna want to make them lip sync against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, oh God, like, and I mean, we'll talk about in the like kind of foreshadowing to the end though. But they pick their teams, and they reveal that the special guest judge is Shea Coulee.
Ah, how fitting for this challenge,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, come on. And the girls went off, like
Mm-hmm.
screaming, jumping. Ah,
Well, this
correct.
was
A correct
correct.
reaction.
Mm-hmm. So we have both teams. So Team Perla was Perla. Shoot, I'm trying to remember.
I have it. So Perla,
Perfect.
and then she chose Michaela. Michaela chose Tiffany. Tiffany chose Uma. Uma chose Jaylene.
Okay.
And then Team Virgo is Virgo, who picked Sanjina, who picked Xana, who picked Helena, who picked Minnie. Or Minnie was the last one, and she joined the team.
Minnie
But
wasn't
I
picked,
was kind of
unfortunately.
shocked because I don't know. I thought she was gonna be picked earlier because I don't know. I didn't expect her to be last. But
Now this brings up like an ish conversation where like Minnie even mentioned this in the confessionals. Like, have we ever seen Minnie lip sync? Like, as in like,
I mean,
because I've never seen like her lip sync performances on her Instagram. That's like what I'm saying.
right? Yeah, I didn't either when I looked for it. So I don't know. But like, I feel like maybe that's why she was picked last. Like, not because they thought she was a bad performer, but just because they didn't know what to expect. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's what I was like trying to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
So after they all picked their teams separately, they were
Mm-hmm.
able to strategize on what songs they were going to pick. Now these song choices, okay, like
Mm-hmm.
Canada always has the right choices, and obviously majority of their catalog is Canadian like driven, which I love. So
At least
which
like one Canadian artist. At least one.
yeah, obviously we had Tate McRae, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Alanis Morissette,
But like
obviously.
mostly,
Yes.
like what, like 90% of the lip sync songs like have a Canadian artist. Okay.
Yeah, because obviously, culturally, like they have to like keep within, but there is a little, I guess, intercross because of the fact that I listen to a lot of these artists like on the regular, like Tate McRae being mainstream here in the U.S. now, and
Mm-hmm.
then obviously Alanis Morissette, the legend that she is.
Yes.
So, I was hoping to see a Carly Rae Jepsen one here, if I'll be honest.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, because like it's been a minute since I've seen like Carly Rae Jepsen done like for like I don't think it's ever been done on the Slay-Off like format, which is why I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
where's the Carly? So, but that's just me. So, because I love Carly so much. So,
Mm-hmm.
so they strategized separately, and obviously it all came down to I remember distinctly Uma was trying to get the song that she wanted. Same thing with Perla. So
Yeah.
and who that was interesting because
Well, because first it was Tiffany was like, Tiffany was the first one, right? From Team Pearl. So like, this is my song. I do this all the time with exes. So like, this is it. And it was kind of like locked in, right? And then they went to Jaylene and Uma that wanted the same song initially. They both wanted San Francisco. They both gave their reasons. And then Uma was kind of like, okay, that is my first choice, but my second choice is Has We Roll?
Yeah, heads will roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the AAS.
And then she was like, okay, if I can't do my first choice, I want to do my second. So I thought she played it right. Because like when you only give one choice, you can kind of like get frustrated if you don't get that, and then it can kind of like throw you off.
And that's the shocking thing,
Mentally?
because like the fact that Uma had two choices that she wanted, and she didn't mind for either. So
Yeah. But
because
like
like
she was so unlucky because both songs that she wanted, someone else also wanted.
yeah,
And
because
then she had to
Perla
fight
yeah
for
Perla
both.
also wanted heads will roll.
Yeah. Because then she was like, okay, she let Jaylene do San Francisco, and then she was like, okay, I want this one. And then Perla, the team captain of all people, was like, well, that's the one I want too.
I was just like, ooh, okay.
Oh, no. But then Uma, smart as she is, she was talking to Perla and was like, okay, but when we have to think about the team, I can't do well with any of these other songs, but you, Perla, you can do well with this song. And so as a team, we're gonna do better if I do this. So like, and she's correct. The
Yeah,
thought,
she is.
it makes
Yeah,
sense.
she is correct.
It makes
Yes.
sense. Yeah.
So Team Perla locked in their choices, and then Team Virgo is
Oh,
now
and then
their.
sorry, because I didn't mention, but Michaela got too hot.
Yes.
Also, like kind of locked in as well. Like nobody questioned it.
Yeah, made sense.
Yeah.
So they were all locked, and then Team Virgo comes in. And then they're like they saw each other. All right, good luck, girlies. I was just like, and then Xana right away was like, all right, I have some insider Vancouver tea.
I lived for Xana in this moment. Like the way she just took charge, the posture, like the way, just like the words that were coming out of her mouth, the tone, the way she was saying it, but also the body language, like the way that she was, I just lived. And she like put the thing down, was like commending attention and just, I love her. And she's smart as well. She was like, and she was correct.
Yeah, because obviously, like right away, Xana was like, "All right, this is Tiffany's song. Like, we got to make sure we needed someone that will match her energy." So they didn't go too much into who picked what, because like it was more so on ahead, like in the actual runway. So we'll get into it when we talk about it. Was there anything else other than the workroom stuff, other than talking about they were like, do you get nervous when you perform?
Right. No, yeah. I feel like maybe that's why the episode felt a little short, because we didn't get like the Emmy moment, whatever. But I feel like we didn't need it either for this episode.
Yeah. Every time with lip syncs, I was like, all right, we're getting into it right away. And shall we get into it?
We shall.
All right. Again, another hot runway, and obviously this
panel,
and obviously this outfit that Shay is giving, like when I tell you when the trailer first came out, and I saw Shea Coulee was the first guest, I was like, well, one of the like first announced guests. I was like, excuse me, excuse me. So, and I'm so glad that they're actually like keeping the tradition of bringing a U.S. queen to come on to judge, which correct.
Yes.
I'm waiting for
always love when we have another, like besides the host, a drag queen on the panel. Always live. And then the coordination of it, like this panel looks so good.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the day where Brooklyn finally invites Sasha Colby because Continental.
Oh my god, yes.
Because we had Sasha Colby for Down Under, so I'm surprised that she didn't ask Sasha yet for Canada.
Well, maybe for next season of Canada for the next Slay-Off, because Sasha, for Slay-Off.
Yeah, because last season we had Jada for Snatch Game.
Yeah,
which
was kind of sense, but
it was kind of a while. Yeah, but I digress. So, but Brad looks great, Trace looks great, and then Brooklyn looks great. Again,
always.
Brooklyn is giving a run from Money to Pangina with like best runways, because again, like even though this outfit's very simple, like she still exudes that confidence to make it look good.
It's the wig for me. I love this wig with the red lip. She looks so great. I love it when she does
Yes.
black hair as well, because it's usually blonde. But I love it when she does like red or black.
Anything
Stunning.
dark that Brooklyn can do, it's like
Yeah.
so vampy, and I
Not
love
brown
it.
though. Not brown.
Not brown, yes,
Mm-mm.
but like and anything like dark, like cooler tones.
Yeah.
All right. So the first lip sync we had Minnie and Michaela doing "Too Hot."
Hmm.
Mm.
When this
Okay.
was announced, I kind of had a feeling.
I had a feeling because okay, when I was like, all right, because everyone knew that we weren't sure what Minnie was gonna bring. But here's the thing, though, Minnie still served a good lip sync,
Mm-hmm.
so I
For
was like so happy to see. But Michaela,
sure. Mm-hmm. Michaela.
Mhm.
But before they even started the lip sync, when they were both called out, Brooke said, "The Battle of the Catsuit." I screamed.
Battle of
Ah,
the Catsuit.
I love it.
And then also
Uh,
another Easter egg, the fact that they were both on the show before, because one is Pit Crew, one was Makeover.
yes, yes, I love
So
that little
this,
fun fact.
this
But
is kind of a
Michaela was just like, first of all, she had the better outfit for the song, so that kind of already gives you a little help, because it helps visually to like see the connection between the performance and the song. And with Minnie, like with this outfit, it's a good outfit, but like it's just Michaela she fit the song perfectly with the outfit, the feeling, the face, the movement. Like she embodied the song completely for me, and Minnie was just giving a good performance, but like it wasn't giving the feeling of the song to me.
yeah, no, with the energy when it came to both of their lip syncs again, Minnie still did great because like I can tell she was going for it. But again, as I alluded earlier, Michaela just served.
Mm.
Um, and you can tell like they were trying not to do very trick heavy. Like Michaela
Mm-hmm.
only had one split, but then everything else, like she was able to like do everything else the way that she does it. And that's what I love about these lip syncs is again, not every lip sync has to be so stunt heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And
If it
like
fits the song, sure, but when it
mhm,
doesn't,
yeah.
right?
And that's what I love about every single lip sync that we're going to talk about today, because again, they were not like they knew what they had to do to like make sure that it was, because like even when we go to X's, like that's very high energy, but that wasn't very stunt heavy. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, Michaela was my winner for this one. So,
Oh, for sure. Like Minnie was good. She gave a little comedy, and it worked. I did laugh when she did like the arm thing. That was really funny, honestly. But Michaela was just giving sex and unt. You know what I mean? And this song kind of asks for that. So because of that, Michaela won for me for sure.
mhm. And I want to give that compliment that what Tracy was giving, the fact that Michaela like obviously gave the nod to Janet Jackson. I'm just like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Very that.
Now I'm waiting for the day that like they can get rights to Janet Jackson to Canada. So
Please, please.
because I would love
More
to see it.
Janet. Even
Mm-hmm.
in US, like we don't get enough Janet. Anyway.
Yeah, we don't get enough Janet.
Mm.
All right, second lip sync. So we have Helena Poison
But
and
just
Jade.
because
Oh,
we said that we think Michaela won, but the judges' results is that
mhm.
Michaela won.
Yes,
Period.
yeah, that is correct. Thank you. Sometimes I get ahead of myself too much, so thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Michaela won the first lip sync, and then we get into the second one, which is Helena and Jaylene doing San Francisco by Rufus Wainwright.
Mm-hmm.
Now, both of them were in their element.
Okay. So for this, when they called out the two people that were gonna do the song, and I saw how they were dressed and who the two people were. Before the song started, I thought Jaylene's got this. She got this, you know. And from what I know about Jaylene, like the whole what her like the drag that she does, you know what I mean? Like from what I saw on Instagram and all of that, so I was kind of expecting this to like just be Jaylene's moment to shine. And as much as I love her, it kind of wasn't for me. It wasn't bad by any means. I think her performance was fine. But I didn't I her lip sync, maybe I saw some, maybe I'm incorrect or I saw something different, but her lips were not really syncing with the song that much. Like it didn't, I don't know. It felt a little messy overall for me, unfortunately, but she looked stunning. Stunning. But Helena just I think it's maybe because Helena surprised me. But her actual syncing of the lips was near perfection. Like so on point, so good. And then the facial expressions were incredible. I just really, really enjoyed what Helena did on this lip sync. I think Jaylene also did okay, but just Helena really shined for me.
No, I agree with that. Now it was hard to pay attention because like how they edited this episode, like they wanted to make sure everyone had like equal time to like show like what each artist can lip sync well. Again, it was hard to tell for me like if because I only watched this lip sync once, so I couldn't tell if they were like in sync or not because like I thought they were fine. Like I thought this was neck and neck. So and it seemed a little, I don't know how to hard to describe it. Like it seemed very choppy, like how it was editing. Like it's not to like fault like how production was, but like it just felt choppy. So it was like was so hard to figure out who was like the best for these two. But that was just me, so I wasn't sure.
I really wish that for this we got the like just the split screen. You know, that like for the whole lip sync we just got the the two queens lip syncing, like just the two camera shots. Truly, like for this type of challenge, we don't need it for like the regular lip syncs. You know what I mean? But like when it's at a lip sync main, like the main challenge, like the Slay-Off and Lollapalooza, all of that, I want the double camera, the split screen. I need it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I think I always think back to when I was visiting family during Thanksgiving weekend. I was watching 4 football games at once, and I wish that was the case where we got to see like one screen for one and then one for the other. So
yeah.
At the end result that they announced that Helena Poison won this, and I do agree with this.
Me too.
But I'm sad because Jaylene was
right.
So, because like I was just like the fact that Jaylene would be at risk for elimination, I was like,
oh yeah. Before we like got the final result, like what team won, when she lost, I was like, I agree, but like, I was scared.
Yeah, I was very scared. So,
yeah.
But yeah, but also again, I'm gonna credit all the judges with this, but like Shay's critiques, like I can see Shay coming back to judge again, like how Raja judged twice for Versus the World and for a regular season. So,
Shay was the best. Like out of all of the judges, she gave the best comments and feedback, like by far.
And we'll get into.
So for the first 2 lip syncs, we got 1 point for each team. So they're tied for now.
So it's neck and neck already. So all right. Next up, we got Xana and Umaga doing Heads Will Roll by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
My favorite song from this lineup. I love this song so much, and I was so excited when we got to see it. Love.
Now this lip sync, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This was interesting to me because I remember how back in the workroom when Uma was just like I think that this will be my element, which it was, and then I didn't know what Xana was gonna do. So
Mm-hmm.
like obviously Xana gave the rock of it all, like with the AAS like aesthetic, and then with Uma she kind of like went to the comedy route, and I was just like,
I don't think it was. I don't. I mean, I see what you're saying, but I didn't really see it the same. I didn't really see it as a like going comedy.
mm-hmm.
But just finish what you were saying. But I'll add to it later.
No, because like it's how I saw it, because like you can tell like her body expressions, like with the heads will roll, like aspect of the song itself was like what she was like digging into, and it's like but I'm very interested on what you're gonna say about this, because I feel like
Mhm.
I'll probably agree with this as well. So
I mean, the thing is, my view of this lip sync is truly based on just personal experience. So I feel like maybe it's very personal to me, but maybe if you had the same experience, you'll relate, or anyone that
mhm.
is watching that did as well. But what Uma did with this song and this performance, and in the way that she dressed, in every little detail of this performance, the facial, like everything, just gave me. It took me back to my rave days.
Okay.
Like how I and other people would dance at, like, when you feel so free and you just dance the way that your body feels like moving. You're not really thinking about what it's gonna look like. You just move with the beat and the song, and it's
Mhm.
kind of like that freeing kind of moment. That's what Uma gave to me. Very much like the psychedelic kind of
Mhm.
feeling of enjoying music. And Xana gave attitude.
Mhm.
And like the
Yes.
like you mentioned, like the attitude, and like the edge of that like rock punk uh
Mhm.
edge a little bit with the outfit and the face and like the moves, because her moves were more um like striking, if that makes sense, like not fluid, but like more like
Yes. No,
very
yeah, like
intentional, and not
yeah.
like just going with the flow. It was very, I'm gonna do this and then this and this, and you know what I mean, which was also good. But I
Mhm.
just felt like Uma really embodied the feeling of the song.
No, I can definitely see that, because like when you think of what like back like when you think of rave culture, just like you're just in your element, you're just doing
Hmm.
whatever the hell. Um, yeah, I can definitely
Dance
see
like no
that.
one's watching.
Hmm.
That.
And that's why like I saw like a little bit part of the comedic aspect of how like because of her like her body expression is what like sold it for me, which I was
Hmm.
like, who like, and when they found out that Uma won this, like both of them were
Gag.
gagged, because Uma didn't.
I wasn't gagged because I
Mhm,
agreed. So I was like,
mhm.
period.
No,
Well,
because
yes,
no, I
but
was gagged by the sense like of their reaction, because Uma didn't think that she was gonna win,
hmm
and then Xana was just
and
like,
Dana didn't think she was gonna lose.
mm-hmm,
Gag.
like gagged.
Hmm.
So like you can tell Xana's pissed, but and then Uma's like relieved because she's safe. So
Yeah. And
um
because I feel like maybe Uma was a little bit worried of like letting down her team, because she fought
mhm.
for the song, and like if she lost, like Perla would have been like, "Girl," you know what I mean? Because she also wanted the song, so kind of like had that pressure. I feel like.
Yeah. But yeah, to me, yeah, Uma did win this for me.
Yeah,
So
I'm glad. I'm always happy when I agree with the judges, because I don't like to be pissed off watching my favorite show.
yeah, no. Wait until we get these last two, because
Oh,
next up we have
let's get
Virgo
into it.
and Tiffany doing X's by Tate McRae.
Hmm.
I was like, right away, we're already getting the Tate McRae of it all, because obviously, Think Later like really blew up in the grew up in 2024. So I can tell like they were going to like like, dare I say it? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh, you go on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they really did, because this was one of the most high energy lip syncs of the 5. So obviously you can tell what Tiffany was doing was like what she knows what to do back at home with exes. However, Virgo knew what she was doing here. Cause like that high kick in this picture, and when she did it in the actual lip sync, I was just like, yes, just yes. And
Oh,
like, she surprised me the most because like she knew
who? I'm sorry, Virgo or Tiffany surprised you?
Virgo.
Oh, Virgo.
She surprised me the most with this because like I knew she gives high energy, but the fact that she was able to out energy Tiffany for a song that Tiffany knows really well just shocks me, because I was hoping for a Tiffany win here. But I was not surprised to see Virgo take this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so my opinion might be a little controversial. Not too much though. Not too much. But okay. First, I don't know who this artist is. I've heard the name, but I had never listened to any of the songs. So I didn't know this song. And I feel like maybe that is why I didn't enjoy this performance, this lip sync as much. I didn't think it was bad by any means. They did a great job. I feel like maybe I didn't like the song. You know what I mean? So I kind of like, it detracted from me being able to enjoy the performance that they were giving, because it was good from both of them. But I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a standout to me because I didn't connect with the song, and then I didn't really, I don't know. This to me could have gone either way. The win, because I feel like putting my likeness or not of the song aside, their performances to me were really close. So, and I really love both of them. So like, to me, it kind of could have gone either way, the win. But I love Tiffany, and I was just so upset.
Yeah.
You know.
So to give you context for Tate McRae, so she is a dancer turned singer, but she'll use varied dances elements in her songs. Now, mind you, most of Tate McRae's catalog, she has a lot of short songs because most of the songs are like catered toward TikTok, which is
that's
not
why I don't like it.
fair. But
I said what I said.
No, you're fine. You're fine. My argument with this though, because it's so short, like they had so little time to like give what they were able to.
There's not enough time to like build up you have to kind of like start like from the beginning of the song. You have to just like go. There's no time to really pace a performance, right?
Now, like, I was a bit shocked that they chose X's over Greedy, like, because Greedy was more high energy for me, but like I can but X's is still that same pace. Now again, I have seen Tate McRae live, so I know like how most of these are. So and again, I love Tate McRae, but like most of like, I can tell they were trying to go more for like that high energy, whereas like, because like that's how Tate McRae mostly like gives her energy off of.
I think they were trying to, because they both can do like a few stunts. But I feel like maybe because they both, especially Tiffany, but I expected that from Tiffany, but I feel like Virgo maybe went the same route with like going pop star with the moves. And pop stars don't do like kicks and dips and flips and all of that usually, right? So I feel like maybe especially Tiffany, like Tiffany is very much inspired by Britney, obviously, and I love Britney, so I see the Britney influence in the way that Tiffany performs, and I really enjoy that. And then Virgo also kind of went like pop star as well, but did a little bit more, just a little bit more stunts, and I enjoyed it. But I like that neither of them did like unnecessary stunts. It made sense with the song, the place that they put the stunts.
Yes, no, I agree. So, in the end, Virgo did win this, and I actually agree with this, unfortunately. And it's sad because I'm just like, uh-oh, Tiffany's in hot water now. And now they're tied 2-2 because of this.
Again,
So
I was like, I kind of was like, okay, if one team does like wins 3, like the last lip sync doesn't need to happen. You know what I mean? So I kind of figured that it would happen like this from the jump.
Yes. So we get to our last lip sync, which is Sanjina and Perla doing Bad Bitches Don't Cry by Priyanka and Ralph. If you had told me Priyanka was going to get another lip sync for freaking Drag Race, I would have not believed you. Again, I am still on the high by the fact that they did come through last season. So the fact that they did another Priyanka song, I was just like, I don't have time to process this.
Word. I love that Canada does that and is like showing love to their queens. You know, like we love it. Like I would love to see this happen more with like other songs.
Yes, I
from
agree.
other queens. But
I'll make a quick shout out with this because someone was saying that they wish they got, because Shea Coulee was guest judging, they wish that they had a Shea Coulee song with this.
Right. That would have made sense.
It would have made sense, but I'm a little like torn. I feel torn.
Like which one? You know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't know.
And like I personally thought it was going to be a final lip sync because Shea was there, but nope. So,
right.
But yeah, but to this lip sync, okay. I've seen a lot of a little like discourse when it came to social media, like watching the like critiquing this lip sync. People are saying people saying what Sanjina was doing too much. People saying Perla was doing too little. Now, okay.
And what do you think?
So obviously, when I watched this when it first came out, I was like making sure I could like obviously get that like expectation out of there. Obviously. So,
so you saw the discourse before you watched the lip sync, you mean?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, obviously, like I try to like zone that out, and then I watched it myself. I was like, okay. Now, for me, because of how everything is, I thought Sanjina won this. Because okay, yes, like I can argue why like she did a little too much, but like again, she embodied what Priyanka would have done. So, which is why I'm like, but at the same time though, Perla still gave most of that energy she was able to, like with what she was able to bring. Because I can like this wig is like very signature for Perla, and I love how she like whips it and everything. I was just like, oh, like just
the hairography.
The hairography, and also like I love this outfit too. So
yes, I think she had my favorite outfit, honestly.
Yeah, same.
Sanjina looked great too, but like I just really I love this shade of purple, and then the sleeve is so cool.
So yeah, like I don't know what you think about this because like it's been a lot of like.
This is the one that I have the most thoughts.
Ooh.
Because this is the one that I was the most conflicted on who I thought won. Right?
Oh.
Okay, so let's get into it. Because I agree partially with most of what people are saying. I feel like Sanjina was giving a little bit too much energy in the beginning. I wish she would have just paced the performance a little bit better, because I don't like the amount of energy that she was giving from the middle to the end of the song was perfect, and it fit with what the song asked for me. But for the first half, I feel like she maybe did a little bit too much. It's like, especially in the first like 15 seconds. I wish she would have just like built it a little bit more. That's all, honestly. But like everything else that she did, I loved. As like my favorite part was in before the first course when she did the hand and the hip thing. Like that was so great. And then I don't think Perla gave too little. I feel like Perla in the other end, Perla paced her performance perfectly. I feel like she was very intentional with her performance, and Sanjina was more like free and in the moment, but still great. But Perla seemed very like thought out and intentional with everything that she did. So for me, I'm conflicted because Sanjina embodied the feeling of the song more, but I liked the moves that Perla did more. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
Like the energy and the feeling, I liked Sanjina more. I feel like she embodied the song. But the actual movements that they like, the actual choreo and movements that they made, I preferred what Perla did. So kind of like, if I had to decide, I would go with Sanjina just because I feel like embodying the song is more important. It weighs more to me if you
Yeah.
embody the song or not. So
No, I agree.
only for that reason, I would have given it Sanjina. But I feel like Perla was like this was the closest one for me.
Yeah, this was a very close second on how close it was. So in the end, Sanjina did end up winning.
Mm-hmm.
So which leads to our bottom three, unfortunately, of
because then Team Virgo wins.
Yes, Team Virgo wins. I'll get into this. So unfortunately, this is our bottom three of Jaylene Time, Perla, and Tiffany and Co. And Team Virgo wins, and our winner is the Virgo Queen.
Congrats. I mean, I'm happy because I love Virgo and I want her to be in the finale. So like the more wins that she has, the better for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
I'm a little conflicted because like Virgo's on my team, so happy for me. But honestly, I would have gave this one to Helena.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
So, mm-hmm.
But hey, not mad. Not mad at
I'm
all.
not mad. I'm not mad at all. So, because like
No.
again, Virgo gave the energy to X's, so I can like.
She still did great, and she was a good leader as well. So like, sure,
good leader, and also like taking like the right notes that Xana was gonna give.
Yeah.
So, and while we get into that, because obviously like they go back to the workroom to deliberate for the golden beaver, and the topic of contention was Uma and Xana.
Right. Because it was kind of like it was kind of foreshadowing that they were gonna lip sync against each other when like they had the tiff at the beginning of the episode. I was like, okay, I see it. But I feel like again, like in the beginning of the episode, they did clash a little bit, but it wasn't serious. It wasn't like anything negative. I don't think it's just like part of drag. And the competition, I guess.
Yeah, part of drag, yeah. And obviously, heat of the competition, they're trying to like trying to be
also they want to give good TV, which I appreciate.
Yes, yeah. Again, what Canada will always do well, and always with these contestants as well, is like they will always give the entertainment that we want.
Yeah. I think it was last week's Untucked. That someone was when they were talking about the golden beaver, like someone said, "Oh, just give it to Melinda and let's go." I live. The icon.
Yes, I love that so much.
Love.
So,
and we had an interesting moment in Untucked. Were you gonna mention it with Perla and Virgo?
Yeah, I was about
to. The I'll PayPal you 10,000. Oh my god, when she said like, "Oh, if you give me the beaver, I'll forgive your hair," that I was like, that's so auntie. I love Perla.
Oh my god, like
Her personality just I live.
mhm. I was just like, oh my god, like
Not the hair that.
that's the hair. It's the hair debt for me, and also it's like, I mean, again, if they helped each other, like power to you, and
Perla's like, girl, she's not gonna be sitting here in the hair that I did for her and not give me the beaver. I mean, like, hello.
yeah,
So good.
and then we also get the fight from both Tiffany and Jaylene as well, because Tiffany, because obviously, like, I feel for her because of the fact that both the times she was in the bottom is because of circumstances. And I agree with that, because like it's circumstances to where, like, unfortunately, because of how they performed, it like unfortunately landed them in the bottom. So it's like,
I feel like the times that she was in the bottom, it's just because this cast is so strong, and it's not because like the times that she was in the bottom was not because she did bad. It's just because it so happened that everyone else did better. But because nobody did bad, so that's like the caliber of the season, and I feel like it's just that.
yeah.
Honestly.
Which is why I'm gonna like allude to it every time if I'm ever like on every week. I wasn't on last week because I was traveling, but again, every single elimination from this point on is gonna be so heartbreaking.
Oh my god.
Like it's giving Philippines. This is like
right. Very, very that. Very that.
And then we get some fight from Jaylene as well. Be like, I have so much to give. Like, I may be old, but like, yes, like I've been like I've so like she's shown how established she is as a queen, and yes, I agree, because like
And like that she does drag from the heart. That's I feel like that's the main thing.
Yeah, and also this is gonna be hard to see who's gonna miss Congeniality of the season as well. So
right.
So after they all plead their cases, now this was interesting to me. Like, Virgo asked her entire team who they want to save. And I was like, oh, we're playing that game.
I mean, but I get it. I don't know if she did that because good TV, or if it was because truly the decision was so hard. Because like I don't think any of the girls, any of the queens did bad in any of the lip syncs. Like nobody did bad.
Yeah, no one did bad.
So and then so they have to be like Virgo had to be like, is she gonna go off track record? Is she gonna go off like feeling in her gut, or just by this week, or like so many variables and possibilities. So I get it. Like I get it. Virgo seems like a person that likes to be fair in her own way. So I feel like maybe that's why she needed like validation for what she was thinking as well.
Yeah, because like she even said herself in her confessional, like if I throw this off, it like this sets the precedent for the season going on.
Exactly. Depending on what she decided, she could have made a decision that could like bite her in the ass later on.
Yeah.
And she kind of did.
Did she?
Kind of.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, because she has 2 wins, right? So if she's in the bottom next week, she can't use the argument of you should save me because I have a good track record. Because she didn't do that today. You know what I mean?
She didn't.
Not that I like I don't care the way that she plays the game. I'm just saying like she loses the chance to use that argument.
Yeah. No, I can see that. So
it's a choice. Choices.
Yeah, choices. So she did give the golden beaver to Jaylene Time, which I get it. So
I'm happy about because
I'm happy about
we
because
get to see Jaylene like yeah.
And then which meets the bottom 2 is Tiffany and Co and Perla.
they are two of my favorite personalities from this cast. Like, just their confessionals, and like when they were called the bottom two, like I immediately was sad because I knew we were gonna miss um one of the narrators of the season. You know?
Yeah.
Um
No, like there. I think that's why, like in the very beginning, like Tiffany got a lot of confessional time. I'm just like, oh no.
mhm.
I was just like, please don't let this be her time. I really don't want that to happen. Like,
Ugh.
so they have to lip sync to "Hot" by Avril Lavigne.
Can I
More
just say,
Avril Lavigne, which I love. So
when this Brandon, the way I screamed when this song came on. First of all, I am a huge Avril Lavigne fan. But
love.
and when it comes to albums, The Best Damn Thing is not my favorite by
Mm.
nowhere near my favorite. But Hot
Mhm.
is my absolute favorite Avril Lavigne song. From many years. I'm obsessed with it, and I was waiting for the day that we were gonna get a lip sync, and I was just so excited.
Love that.
But it kind of worked against me. The excitement. Let's get into it.
Oh no, not the work
Not
against
too
you.
much though. Not too much. Not too
Mm.
much. But a little bit. A little bit.
I
What
will
did you
say
think?
this. I will say this though. Like I'm loving we're getting so much Avril Lavigne, which I love because again, I love her.
Thank you.
So, um, I'm just waiting for the day they do Head Above Water because that's gonna like gut wrench me.
Mm,
So,
hmm
but again, like that's just me. So it's like okay, perfect. Um, now this lip sync, I was trying my hardest to like root for who I wanted to root for because of how like I really thought this was close. Like I really because like again with Perla with the choreography of it all,
hmm
and then Tiffany giving it her all because obviously like again lip syncing for your life. So, whew, like and then once it got to the very end, I was just like, okay, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? And Tiff.
Wait.
Oop,
Wait a minute. Because I have a lot to say. I have a lot to
okay.
say. Exactly because this is my favorite Avril Lavigne song. I was like, I need these queens to give me the emotion that this song has. And that's where I was let down because the performance was great. What they were, the movements, all of that was great. Okay. And they were both good, but none of them gave me the level of emotion that I needed personally. Tiffany was a little bit better for me in that aspect. I liked what Tiffany did. I liked what the connection that Tiffany had with the song more, and what she did with the face to show it like emotion. But then I preferred what Perla did with her body with the movements.
Yeah.
But honestly, Perla gave me nothing in the face when it comes to emotion. She knew the words. They both got the lip sync down with the lyrics, but Perla didn't give me face, and she gave me the movement. And then Tiffany gave me some emotion, not to the level that I wanted, but and then a good performance with the moves and all of that. It's just I don't know. I maybe it was maybe the choice of like how they chose to interpret the song was just didn't resonate with me that much. It was still good though for both.
Yeah.
But honestly, I couldn't if I had to choose, I honestly wouldn't know who I would have given the win to because I love them both and none of them really stood out uh, from the other. So it was very leveled to me, like very much a tie. But
No, yeah, it seemed level because
who
like
won for you? Who do you think?
okay, I thought Tiffany won this,
Okay. Yeah,
and
maybe I would agree because she gave more emotion.
And
Yeah,
and you can see how Tiffany was fighting and also giving the face.
yeah,
Yeah, and I agree. Perla didn't give that, and
yeah.
which is why I'm so sad that she got eliminated.
I mean, I would have been sad anyway. Like, I'm not saying that I wanted Tiffany to stay and Perla to go. I'm saying I wanted it to be a double Shantae. I want them both to
No,
stay.
same.
I don't want anyone to go home. Can this be like All Stars 9? Like, honestly, I'm just.
You're not wrong. You're not
But
wrong.
anyway, you know what the good side is? We are gonna see Tiffany back on Versus the World and all like something. She's coming back. I know, or I hope,
Yeah.
at
Mhm.
least.
Yeah. I was able to watch the exit interview prior to this episode. So,
Hmm.
and like of our podcast to preface this, obviously, and
Hmm. Coming
Tiffany is
soon.
just yeah. Well, it's already out. It's already out.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So
Well, I have to see it.
yeah. Tiffany is so down to earth, like, and she's so relatable. Like when I was watching, I was like, yeah, you can tell like how loved she is, like regardless of like, because like again, her support system is like what like was able to give her like that like up for her,
Hmm.
and I found out that she is a huge Big Brother fan, and I'm like,
Word.
excuse me, and she did reveal that if she were to do Snatch Game, she would have done Julie Chen moves, which I'm like, oh my god, like
Hmm.
yes,
She was
please
like,
bring
yeah,
to
sure. I don't watch Big Brother, but like, I love that.
Mhm,
I love that for you and everyone that loves Big Brother. You know,
mhm.
that's fierce.
So yes, like I really want to see Tiffany back because like hopefully if Canada versus the World calls, or heck if Canada All Stars happens,
Right.
because like
And I feel like maybe she might be a contender for Miss Congeniality, possibly.
mhm, yes,
We'll
no,
see. But I
no, like a
loved
lot.
her exit
Mhm.
line. Oh,
Oh,
you
as Tiff.
as Tiff. Oh my god, I love her.
Mhm.
Oh, and I lost a member of my team.
Ah.
That's so upsetting.
Oh wait, let me pull it off because I think there is a draft update. So because I do
Yeah.
have access to the drive. So, um, but next week, however, we have our
Ooh.
first design challenge.
Mm-hmm. And how sad that we don't have Tara to see what she would have done.
I
Because
know.
I was excited to see what she would have done. Mm.
No, same. She did say though, like, if we when we review it for Look Over Here, at some point she said like, please review my look of what I would do, and I was like, oh,
Oh, is she gonna? Oh, okay. I'm excited to see what she's gonna join in.
yes, and
Okay,
I'm
work.
like glad. So
Hmm.
okay, all right.
I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Okay, so unfortunately, we do not have a draft update. David hasn't updated
Oh,
yet,
that's
so
okay.
it's okay.
But I did lose a member of my team, and I think Tiffany was on Logan's team as well. If I'm not mistaken.
Lana actually, I think
Lana?
Lana.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wait, no, you and no Logan and River.
Me and
So
Logan, right? Okay, so me
yeah,
and Logan.
I thought it was Lana because obviously Lana loves Tiffany so much. So
Oh yeah. I mean, we all do.
yes,
This is a Tiffany Stan channel
yes, exactly.
panel.
So
Oh,
yeah, so we don't have a draft update, but we will have one next week. But yeah, next week the design challenge, and oh god, I am worried for Michaela.
me too. When I saw her, I don't want to lose two people from my team twice, like 2 weeks in a row, please. Please.
This
Oh,
is
but if she's in the bottom, we'll get to see her lip sync.
yeah,
And, you
yes,
know,
and she can turn down
I'm
a
not
lip
that
sync.
worried. We'll see.
Okay, yeah. So, all right, that's it for the Slay-Off Teams edition. Again, I do like this format. Well, let me know like what your thoughts are in the comments below, and if how you like this. Did you agree with who was eliminated? Did you
Mhm.
agree on Virgo picking who for the Golden Beaver? Um,
Tell us who you thought won each lip sync. I want to know if anyone has a controversial opinion.
Ooh, I love that.
We'll see.
Um, Again, but thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and also make sure to leave a like. Also follow us on our social medias if you'd like. Again, I do sometimes do Twitch, but it's been a minute because again, life. Also down below as well, also access to merch as well. Again, lodgecreation.etsy.com. Again, I know Canada is currently on their postal strike, so there are some excuses. But we're on our way out of here, and I just have one more thing to say because obviously I have to. So
Love.
yeah.
Well, let's go off.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
Where is it? Oh, goodbye. Goodbye now. Oh, shoot.